This is U.S. Senator John Ossoff.
Hey, Atlanta, this is Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones.
The new Shelley Winter Show here on WSB Radio, weeknights from 7 to 10 p.m.
Hi, Shelley.
I talked to you yesterday.
Good. You are fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes. A great host. Show is radio. Listen to his show.
Absolutely, 95.5.
The Sheriff of Okaloosa County with the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office. A few moments ago, I personally met with Mrs. Fortson and the Fortson family, extended my deepest condolences to them, and this result is one we never hoped to encounter, and I'm also thinking about our team here and the deputy involved in the tragic event. I'm here this afternoon to further assure Ms. Fortson's family, our dedicated team, and community we serve, and the broader public that we are doing what we can to ensure the facts of this case are fully understood. To that end, I've asked the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to handle the criminal investigation that is required under these circumstances. It is important to note that while this is a criminal investigation, no determination has been made as to whether the deputy's actions were justified or not. Here in Okaloosa County, we pride ourselves in our commitment to transparency and accountability. These investigations take time, but I want to assure you that we are not hiding, covering up, or taking action that would result in a rush to judgment of Mr. Fortson or our deputy.
It's a Shelley Winter Show. We're live, we're local. We're starting with this tragic story. His name was U.S. Air Force Senior Airman Roger Fortson, 23 years old. He was in his home talking to his girlfriend in Okaloosa, Florida, county in Florida. He's talking to his girlfriend on FaceTime. Lady at the leasing office called the police, and you see, and if you get a chance, watch the entire, it's 4 minutes long. It is the saddest thing you'd ever want to see. It's just tragic all the way around. The leasing lady tells the police officer, I'm not sure what apartment. That's the first thing she says. Then she says, well, it's 1401. As they're walking to the elevator, he's saying, so what's it? It's a disturbance call. It's not a kidnapping call. It's not an attempted murder call. It's not a shots fired call. It's a disturbance call. So much so that there's a deputy driving around the place, and the one deputy's walking in with the leasing agent. Leasing agent says, yeah, 2 weeks ago, I heard some yelling and screaming and shut up B word and that kind of stuff 2 weeks ago. So he goes upstairs. He listens. You see all of this on the body cam. Kudos to the sheriff of Okaloosa County for releasing the body cam immediately. Kudos for him and having this press conference today. Deputy knocks on a door. I'm sorry. Deputy listens to the door. He's listening for what? A disturbance. And he hears nothing. You hear nothing. You hear literally nothing. So he goes and knocks on the door. He knocks on the door, doesn't say anything, and moves away from the door. I get it. Training, anything going on, guy could shoot through the door. Just happened up in North Carolina. I get it. Protect yourself. Moves away from the door, but he never said, sheriff. But he just knocked on the door, moves away from the door, about 30 seconds, goes back, knocks on the door harder, says sheriff's office, open up the door. Moves away from the door again. Knocks on the door again, says sheriff's office, open the door. Young U.S. Air Force Senior Airman Roger Fortson, 23 years old, opens the door. He has his gun by his side, pointing down. And the police officer, within 1.5 seconds, opens fire 6 times. That's what you see on the live stream. It is tragic. This was a tragic mistake. That being said, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this very loudly and very clearly. If you love humans, if you're pro-life, if you're one of these people that say, from my cold dead hands, because Florida is a state where you could, 1, stand your ground, where you 2, you're able to own a weapon, 3, you're definitely able to defend your domicile. Anybody can knock on my door and yell sheriff's office. I don't know that you're really the sheriff, especially when I can't see you. And especially when someone's knocking on my door yelling sheriff and I can't see you, I'm especially even more suspicious. And especially if I'm in my own home talking to my girlfriend on FaceTime and I know I'm not doing anything, I know I have no traffic tickets, I have no child support, there is no reason for the sheriff's department to be knocking on my door at all. I will open a door with my gun pointed down to protect myself. And if I don't have a chance to protect myself, if you don't give me a chance to drop the gun, if you don't give me an opportunity to drop the gun, you are a murderer. A cold-blooded murderer. Now, I'm not saying that you will be found guilty of murder, but I will tell you that all people are looking for is for this young man, this deputy, to be fired immediately, placed in the handcuffs, walk down to Okaloosa jail, be fingerprinted, stuck in jail until he's bonded out, and then he goes to trial. Involuntary manslaughter, second-degree murder, whatever you want to charge him with. And if a jury of 12 of his peers lets him go, I'll live with that. But don't you dare tell me you're going to do an investigation and not charge the man. This man should have been charged today. Because if you watch that body cam video, it does not in any way, shape, or form exonerate him. You knock on my door without saying anything the first time. I peek through the peephole. I don't see anybody. I said, man, let me go get my gun and see what's going on out here. Go get my gun. I walk back up. You bang on my door again. Sheriff's office, open the door. Why is the sheriff's office at my door? But I can't see it's the sheriff's office because you're not in front of the door. Man, what? Sheriff's office? I don't know. So let me open my door. I open my door. It's the sheriff's office, but my gun is in my hand. And before I can make a move, before I can flinch, before I can do anything, bam, 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 6 times. Put me down. And then calls in, shots fired, suspect down. Suspect? I was just FaceTiming my girlfriend, and now I'm a suspect? Of what? A disturbance? Alone in my home? Ladies and gentlemen, I implore all my conservatives. I back the blue. I support law enforcement more than many of you. But I will tell you, what I will do on this show is I will call out the mistakes of anybody. And I hope to God that anybody listening to me right now that calls themselves a conservative, that calls themselves a patriot, understand that an American citizen was gunned down in his home while holding his weapon and not threatening anybody. And if that's what you like, country you want to live in, then that's on you. But you can't scream lawfare, lawfare, lawfare. You can't scream out of my cold, dead hands. You can't scream I'm a patriot and accept this kind of behavior and not see it punished in some way, shape, or form. And notice, I never once talked about his race or the race of the deputy because none of that matters. He was an American citizen in his own home, gunned down in his doorway. A tragic mistake, but somebody's got to pay. And I'm not talking about a little cash payment. I'm talking about pay with time behind bars like anybody else would have gotten. Because none of us can accidentally kill somebody without serving some time. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. I'm telling you, you call in with stupidness, I'm going to shut you down immediately. I swear to God, tonight I will shut you down immediately if you call in with stupidness. Feel free, call in, but you better sound smart. I don't want to hear, we need to get to the facts. No. I want to hear no stupidness. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. And I'm not some progressive. I hate cops. I love cops. I love police officers. Many of them are my dear, dear friends. But bring it on. But no stupidness. You will be shut down. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK.